In the beginning there was nothing but the almighty potato drifting through the empty void. Then the potato's eyes opened, and it spoke, "Let there be light," and lo, there was light. With the light which the almighty potato called day, there came the darkness, which the potato named night, and so began the first day in this new universe. On the first day, the almighty potato created the soils of the earth to nurture and protect his children, and the seas and flowing rivers to water them. On the second day, the almighty potato said, "Let there be fauna and flora to provide my children company." And lo, there before him grew the trees, flowers and the grasses, and from these grasses rose the mammals, and chief of the mammals was the duck-billed platypus. And so they were all connected in the great circle of life. On the third day, the almighty potato said, "Let my potatoes have friends from the skies, the seas, the mud, and the sands." And lo, the winds twisted and condensed, and from them flew out the birds of the air, the insects, pollinators and beetles, the beautiful butterfly and some snake in Australia. From the seas there rose up creatures from the depths, which became the fish. Lastly, from the soils and probiotic yogurts, there appeared the bacteria, viruses, and microscopic organisms. On the fourth day, the almighty potato rested, for he got drunk the night before. It was on this day that from the darkest shadows and deepest depths evil crept into the world. This evil was named Pepper. He gathered around him his followers, who spread agony, ugliness, and pain into the Almighty's untainted earth. On the fifth day, the almighty potato awoke and surveyed his creation. Witnessing the destruction wreaked by Pepper, the almighty potato created the human to provide his children with protectors and guardians. The human was as yet genderless and fluid like the tide. Pepper witnessed the almighty potato's creation, and while the Lord's back was turned, he ripped apart the human, and so man, woman, and everything between was created. On the sixth day, the almighty potato gave the world his beloved children, the simple potatoes. These he lowered into the warm soils to bide their time till they ripened. While they grew from minuscule dots into beautiful potatoes, the humans cared for them, sang songs, and told them stories. When the potatoes' time came, they willingly sacrificed themselves to their human caregivers, and their spirits drifted up on the winds to rejoin their Lord and Creator, the almighty potato. On the seventh day, while the almighty potato was admiring his children, Pepper released his followers into the world once again to sow the seeds of future destruction. Pepper planted the seeds of doubt into the minds of the humans, which grew into mountains of fear, greed, disgust, terror, hatred, sadness, stress, and so the balance and harmony the humans had lived in was destroyed. But Pepper could do nothing to affect the pure potatoes, which to this day retain their innocence and purity, unless you mess with them. Then you're in trouble. Big trouble.